What is good, everybody? This is Ben back with another vid. I hope everyone's having a great one. Awesome. I thank God for another day. I thank God for just allowing me to see another day, for waking up to see another day. And I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to the Lord. I'm here to talk about Duke basketball, but I want to give a shout out. I don't know if you can see my hat, but High Point University men and women teams are going back to the NCAA tournament. Kudos to the program. Back-to-back times that they've gone back to the big dance. That's some great stuff. And so I just want to say kudos to them. And they both teams look good. I haven't seen a lot. I've paid attention to, the season in afar, but both teams look pretty good. So I just want to say kudos to High Point University men and women basketball teams for making it, qualifying for the NCAA tournament. Now I want to talk about the ACC tournament that is kicking off today, this afternoon. It's kicking off, and Duke gets the double bye, and one of the teams that get the double bye, Carolina gets a double bye, and I think Virginia, they're on the other side of the bracket. Virginia and Miami, I think. But this is going to be an interesting tournament. Will Duke be able to win it again? It remains to be seen. They're a little banged up. Patrick Magamba and Caleb Foster are both hurt up a little bit, and it doesn't look like they're going to be playing in the ACC tournament. It's not something that you want. There's been other teams that have had injuries, and this is not the time that you want big injuries for your team. But that is sports, and those things happen. I'm a former athlete, so I know how it is. I've been through my share of injuries, and it's gonna happen sooner or later. But I'm hopeful for Duke still. I know that they're gonna go into the tournament not looking at the two guys that may not be playing at all, and they're gonna look to win every game. And that's the way you should do it. That's the way it should be. You should look to win every game. You should look to compete and do what you've been doing all season. And so I don't expect Coach Scheyer and Duke to do anything less than that. So I think that is going to be an interesting ACC tournament because there are some teams that are on the bubble. There's some teams that need to win some games. I think NC State is one of those teams. Wake Forest, they're going to have to win it, I believe, to get into the tournament. And there may be a few others that, you definitely don't want to lose that first game. If you're kind of close to the bubble, you want to win as many games as you can to solidify your position. And that's the reason why, and I know that a season in basketball can go one or two ways. It could go well, or it could not go well. Or it could go semi-well, where teams have lost games that they probably should have won. And sometimes you win games that you probably shouldn't have won at the same time, but you definitely want to win games that you should win. And that's where you get yourself in a situation where you have to rely on somebody else to win or lose, and you don't want to be in that situation. You want to control your own fate, so to speak. You want to be in control of that. You want to win. You want to go out there and do what you got to do and get the dub, and not have to worry about that you got to have this person lose, this person win, and then maybe you have a chance type of deal. You don't want to be in that type of situation as a program. NCAA is a big deal. Schools get money, they get the extra money, and then as you advance through the rounds, you get more money. So it's that's the definite goal. If a program can make it to the NCAAs, if a coach can take their teams to the NCAAs, that is what you want. One of the biggest reasons why I'm pretty sure why coaches get let go and things of that nature is because they can't get to the NCAA tournament. They get close but no cigar. They just lose too many close games, or they needed this team to lose or this team to win, and they couldn't. And because they won or lost, that knocked them out. And you don't want that. Too many of those types of deals, a coach is not going to be around long. That's just it, because they want, when you get to the NCAAs and then you can advance, it looks good for the school. It looks good for the program. The school is getting money. It just helps everybody, revenue-wise, and then when it comes to NIL, they probably get more money so that they can get the players, get the good players and everything, because let's just face it, just like with Duke, you will not be able to, hold on one. Hello everyone. Sorry about that. I hope everyone's having a great one. I was talking about the Duke Blue Devils and the ACC tournament that is kicking off this afternoon. And then March Madness is just around the corner. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing good. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I appreciate everybody chiming in. Blessings to you. Let me see who's chimed in. Let me see. Arimi. Oh, Caleb. Yeah, I know Caleb is not gonna play in the. Well, I know he's not gonna play in the ACC tournament. But I'm hoping that he would be ready to go for the NCAA tournament. I don't know the severity of his injury. What I heard was something with a bone, or which I hope that's not the case. Because if he broke something, then that's that. So, but I'm assuming that we'll come out with what it is. I'm assuming at some point, but I do know that I'm not expecting him to play in the ACC tournament, nor Pat Nagamba, from what Jon Scheyer was saying, Coach Scheyer was saying. So, hey, they need to get well. ACC tournament is important, but NCAA is more important. So you just want to be as healthy as possible when it comes to the NCAA tournament. And it's too bad that I know Duke is not the only program that had injuries. Some other some folks had season-ending injury type deals. Which that's definitely not what you want. Texas Tech had that with Toppin. North Carolina had it with Caleb Wilson. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a Duke fan. But I love watching that Caleb Wilson play, man. I mean, I think he is one electric player, and I mean, it's just too bad. It really is. It's really too bad that he's out for the rest of the season. And I mean, I'm serious, man. I really like watching that guy play. I ain't want him to do well against Duke, but he's a very exciting player. And I mean, he's gonna get drafted. He's gonna be a lottery. Somebody's gonna pick him up, most definitely. He has the size, he has the athleticism, he has the burst, he has the potential, he has the upside. I mean, he'll be probably first top 5 pick. I think Boozer will be in the top 5 or 6 pick too, because of what he can do. Now, he's not as exciting of a player. He's not as athletic as but he's just a basketball player. He's just a stone cold, solid basketball player. The guy can knock down the 3. The guy can operate in the post, in the paint. The guy plays defense. He's smart. He can pass the ball. He can drive the ball. He can do it all. He can do it all. He can rebound. I mean, the guy is he's just a basket. He is as solid as you can be as a basketball player. And I'm glad he's on Duke's side and not anybody else's. I'm so glad. But the guy, what can I say, man? So consistent, so steady, so he's a winner. Just a stone cold winner. And I'm so glad that he's with Duke. His brother Caden, a winner, and so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. The ACC tournament. I think it's gonna be some good games of teams that really need to get some wins. I think it's gonna be some good games, but I like Duke. I still like Duke's chances to win ACC tournament. I do. I think I still like their chances. They're not gonna have everybody, but I still like their chances. And so folks gonna have to step up and everything, which they can do. They can do. They are capable. Other guys are capable of stepping up and contributing, playing defense, all of that, scoring. This Duke team is not dead because they got two guys out. That's two important guys, don't get me wrong. But they're not dead because those guys are going to be out for the ACC tournament. This is still a formidable Duke team, you know. So I expect them to be in the finals, and I expect them to win because that's Coach Scheyer. They're not going to this tournament thinking that they just gonna, they're gonna lose. They're going to this tournament to win. I'm sorry, they're going to this tournament to win. So, and that's the way you should be. Now, I'm pretty sure that the other teams, other programs are going to the tournament to win as well. That's the way it should be, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what has happened. So, anyway, so I just wanted to come on for a little bit. I appreciate everyone. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe. Hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I appreciate everybody chiming in. And let's see what Duke can do. And put in the comments your team, your basketball team, whether it's the ACC or Big 10 or Big 12 or whoever. Put in the comments who your college basketball team is, who you're going for in the tournament, who you're picking to win it all. Put it in the comments for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone chiming in. Any new persons? Yeah, I appreciate everyone chiming in. And I hope everyone have a blessed Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. All right, be blessed.